Let's welcome to the cage, fighting out of the blue corner from Sao Paulo, Brazil, Guido Santos.
Well, this man has never been stopped in 21 fights. In fact, Guido Santos' last loss was 8 years ago to, honestly, an unfortunate split decision in Sao Paulo. He's a third-degree BJJ black belt training with the Fighting Nerds, and he prefers locking limbs to taking chokes. But he's got 3 good knockouts on his record to give the fast-starting Sundet Aytkul here tonight plenty to think about on the feet. This guy can take it anywhere, Carl Keller. He really can.
Absolutely. He's very, very well-rounded. We can expect some looping hands, some sharp little low kicks to set up a shot. And with a nickname like O Prodigio, I mean, I'm not too fluent in the old Portuguese, but I'm guessing we can call that the prodigy.
The prodigy.
Yeah.
I think, you know, he's prodigious. that man, Bob Sapp's prodigious, enjoying prodigiously the show here tonight at the Andac Centre on UFC Fight Pass Beginning Warriors 64. Can you feel the vibe, Ollie Thompson?
Yeah, I can. What a legend Bob Sapp is, you know. Enjoying the night, enjoying the evening in his pyjamas.
Nobody's telling that man what to wear. Nobody.
He's colour coordinated with his partner. I like that. Bring a big colour cage side. Legends out in force for Abu Dhabi Showdown week here. Guido Santos is feeling it as well, making his promotional debut with us here at Beginning Warriors.
And now let's welcome to the cage, fighting in the red corner from Shymkent, Kazakhstan, Sundet Aytkul.
I'll be honest, it's good to see Sundet Aytkul get his shot here with us after putting on some pretty sensational performances in Octagon for 3 years, during which he was actually the bantamweight champion there in Kazakhstan. With just 1 loss in his past 12 bouts, he has never won by decision, with 7 of his 11 wins coming in the first round, making a promotional debut against the highly experienced grappler Santos. He's a very, very talented Kazakhstani conscious crusher.
Yeah, and at only 26 years old with a record like 11-2, that's a lot of experience for this young man. Very, very excited to see what he's doing. He's on a 4-fight win streak, of straight finishes, 2 subs, 2 TKOs, the last of which back in May of last year. Before that, he was riding a 7-fight win streak that was interrupted by Zhang in 2024. Win or lose, this guy's going for it. Two really good walkout songs in a row.
Let's get the action started. Our next bout is in the UAE Warriors featherweight division, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, official weight 68.4 kilos. His professional record of 17 wins, 3 losses, from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Please welcome Guido Santos. And now the opponent across the cage, fighting on the red corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, official weight 66.9 kilos. His professional record of 11 wins, 2 losses, from Shymkent, Kazakhstan. Let's welcome Sundet Aytkul. Referee in charge, Mark Goddard.
Aytkul looking a lot taller than his opponent, who Guido Santos, who missed weight
by a little bit yesterday at weigh-ins. At 68.4. Interesting combination of different physiques and builds. Both with lots of experience for like you say, especially 11 and 2 at 26 years old. Aytkul's got a lot of experience. And the tool with the guys, I see how he uses that range.
Another southpaw versus orthodox matchup here. So it'd be wise to keep those hips back. Not too many kicks to open up the takedown opportunities for Santos.
Oh, nice little over left. I would have imagined Guido Santos to be going forward more, but at the moment he's on the back foot. Not where you want to be when you've given up quite a bit of height and range.
Both southpaw now.
Body kick was blocked from Santos' lower right hand.
Left hand's finding a home.
Oh, another good left hand from Michael.
There's the first shot, Santos. Let's see if he's successful with it. Sundet gets the leg back. Be wise to break away here. Keep on that crisp, clean striking. Back Santos to the fence and goes for a takedown of his own and gets it.
Gets it, yeah.
Flip of the old script here.
Little left hands now.
Against the wall, not a good position to be. Guido's got that underhook, but straight into full guard.
Santos does have some great submissions. Let's see what he can do off his back here. Dealing with a lot of pressure. Mark Goddard getting those toes out of the fence.
For the arm bar, he's using his toes. Hard not to beat his toes on the fence.
No,
when your foot's there.
It's almost impossible. He's not going to get away with it again, though. Goddard will take a point. Closed high guard now for Santos in the bottom.
Santos seems to be built like a man who likes to be on top on the ground. I could be wrong. Got good jiu-jitsu, as we know. Nice little short shots to Aytkul. Not too much going on. Look at that high guard, possibly for an arm bar.
Good left hands again from Aytkul.
Watch that split. He's got his under that leg there. He ties his own arm up. He's got a cut above his eye as well, Santos has. If for leg locks, this is more what his style would be. Yeah, there's some blood coming out. I don't know what shot did that. Aytkul doing a good job of just nullifying the attacks.
Another cage grab, 2 cage grabs in a row.
He got the cage down.
I think Mark's taken a point away.
What, from Aytkul?
From the fence grab.
Oh, heel hook.
It's going good. It's going.
Oh. Santos smiling at him, egging him on. Left hands from Aytkul. Eats a couple of rights from Santos. He's still got the leg.
He can smile all he wants, but I got him out of that leg lock.
My God, I'm confirming 1 point deduction. I think it was for Aytkul.
It was definitely. He had repeated cage grabs.
It seemed a bit silly because I don't think he benefited from it either. His hand was there.
He's more just leaning on the cage, wasn't he?
Yeah.
It's almost like you have to make a fist and put your fist against the cage just to keep your fingers out of it.
Yeah, there was no intent there, was there? He's just his hand against it. But Mark has to follow the rules he set. It's an interesting position here. Both guys with their left leg bent around each other's, sort of attaching them to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a stalemate, but they're still getting a lot of strikes off of the position.
I'm quite enjoying it.
Yeah, he's getting some heat on those shots, too.
It's mutual destruction, isn't it?
I'll punch you, you punch me. I'll punch you, you punch me.
Santos will still be looking for that leg lock at some point if he can get behind him.
You can tell how crafty he is with that jiu-jitsu. Big elbow.
And again.
Just glancing off. I don't think it's cut him open, but now getting the left hand into play is Aytkul.
There are some cuts in play, though.
Less than 30 seconds.
Aytkul's doing a very good job, just being quite conservative with it, but landing when he can land, and staying on top.
Aytkul is staying busy in these positions. I like it. 10-second clacker. And a very entertaining round one comes to a close.
1 point off confirmed by Mark Goddard. And an expensive point, I have to say.
Yeah.
In this sort of fight, a very expensive 1 point.
Yeah. And well warranted.
It's needless.
The rules are the rules.
Let's hope at the end of this fight that 1 point doesn't make a difference to where this fight goes. But Aytkul's in control of the fight in round one, aside from the point deduction. Just in terms of the action, he was got the takedown and managed to stay on top most of the round. Some interesting 50-50 positions. Both guys just punching each other with their spare hand. And very entertaining and fun to watch guys doing that. Smiling at each other, trading right hands, back fists on the floor. Mark just explaining the point deduction and what happened and that it shouldn't happen again.
So that will be what, a 9-9 first round then, perhaps?
Yeah, it will have to be,
A little bit of showmanship there from Santos.
I'm not sure about showmanship when you're not winning.
Yeah.
Well, it's even at the moment.
No, but you're not winning.
That's Michael again. Kicks into the pocket. Decent hand from Santos, though. Ball initiating the clinch up against the chain link.
Pull him down, drag him down to the back very well. Just little popped out to the back.
Doesn't look like he's got too much respect for that ground game. Trying to climb the back now.
Drag his feet out, maybe try and trip them feet away.
Yeah.
But just knees fires is always a good policy. Those knees add up after a 7 or 8. Not really putting any venom in them.
Back's full on now. Oh, he's going around again, the side.
A nice knee. I like what he did there.
Sundet. Trying to push down on the hands. Guido Santos. Certainly a good showing from Sundet Aytkul this, against the more experienced Brazilian fighter. Oh, nice knee. Drops down for the single, let's go of it.
Aytkul showing some good IQ in just the way he's fighting and what he's choosing to do and not do.
Very opportunistic striker as well.
Yeah, Santos' right hand fell short there, and Aytkul punished him with a two-piece combination that was very well placed.
Oh, landed a nice right hook on the way in of Guido.
Oh, left down the pipe from Sundet Aytkul.
Well, be careful, leave his head in there, but no, easy takedown. Holding the head, but he's not going to get anything from there. Santos' striking's not been great up to now.
Good period of top control from Aytkul.
But
Elbow.
eating shots on the way. Deep half isn't really working too well. He's going into full guard, foot on the hips, trying to push him away, using them strong, stocky legs he's got. But at the moment, he's just too folded up.
That's just not good optics for Santos.
And again, like round one, Aytkul was kind of just controlling it, roughing him up, letting shots go, just short shots when he can, doing enough to stay on top and not get the warnings from Mark Goddard, which is a perfect fight to fight with these guys with the good jiu-jitsu and submission game.
He's passing now. Just going to try to wedge himself between his opponent and the cage. He's going back the other way. Butterflies in now for Santos. See if he can elevate.
Push away and kick him off again.
Just doesn't seem too urgent to get back to his feet. There it is.
Up his back again, Santos. Great control from Aytkul. Short little knees to the thighs.
Drag him down. Gets onto his hands and knees in total position onto his back.
Nasty cut now on the face of Aytkul. I don't know how he received that. He's back into top position now with a nice right elbow.
Some leg locks again. Never quite getting enough.
Good recognition there from Aytkul.
Up kicks, dangerous, but not quite landing.
Short on the left hand was Aytkul. Working in the full guard of Guido Santos now. Short little hammer fist with the left.
But Santos has not got lots of options off his back. He hasn't got them long legs you want to have to. He's throwing up them omoplatas, them triangles, arm bars. Good hips though. Good hips to get some out quite easy.
He's trying to get a little angle there, but he's just not going for anything off of it.
Aytkul using his head under the chin, just keeping him flat on his back where he can't really work those submissions anyway. Good discipline from Aytkul.
Oh, very. Sticking to his game plan.
Double fist to the ribs to finish strong for the Kazakhstani.
Habib in the house as well now. UFC Fight Week, all the stars come out.
Yep.
Chatting away to Dong Hyun Kim. CEO of Farm Sports, MD of UAE Warriors, Mr. Fuad Darwish, Eric Suleiman. It's nice to have a translator on hand like that, isn't it? Wish I had that.
Huge UFC heavyweight title fight this weekend.
Big time.
Big Tom and Cyril Gane.
Of course, I could talk to Dong Hyun Kim about the time I trained in Gangnam with the Korean Zombie in Seoul. That's 12 years ago.
How'd that go for you?
He took me down.
That'll happen.
So easily. Lovely guy.
You let him. You had to make him feel good.
He was awesome. Korean Zombie. And Zombie MMA in Gangnam. What an entertaining fight. This house will be a bit brutal. Guido Santos got to pull something out of the bag in this third and final, that's for sure.
He hasn't really offered too much. He's been present, he's been moving his hips, but hasn't really threatened with anything, I wouldn't say, other than that leg lock in the first round, but slightly.
Very true.
And striking terms in that, he just doesn't quite get going. If you can't outstrike, you've got a flurry.
Now Santos still threatening with that right hand, switches to southpaw. Start targeting the body a little bit now with Santos. The body. Duck down, looking for the home for the right.
Nogueira.
Minotauro in the house.
Good right hand from Aytkul.
Just need to see some urgency from Santos. Just riding out.
Another good left hand. We're seeing the Stars cage side. Santos is seeing the Stars inside.
Nice little single, nice grab. What's he going to do with it? He could really do with a good takedown and some control for his round 3 to try and find a way of winning the fight. Obviously, his opponent lost the point in round 1, which...
Santos' corner are asking for a little bit more urgency. Bruno Machado in his corner, asking for a bit more action as Aytkul's cutting down the angles. And Aytkul ducks under the massive overhand right from Santos.
Corner of Santos urging him to get back to his feet. And he really does need to. Nearly halfway through this final round. Very dictating pace here by Aytkul.
Santos trying to frame up, but again, it's just really good control from Aytkul. See if scoot him out. Santos continues to try and frame up and get up, but man, it's been 3 brutal rounds for him. What does he have left as Aytkul continues with his top control? That's been the story of the fight so far.
Yeah, Aytkul really has dictated this fight in every position.
Just being heavy on his hips, leaning on his shoulder, making Santos carry his weight.
Sticking to him like a limpet is Aytkul. Hold of that back, trying to fight the hands of Santos, but I don't know what strength he's got left. His knees to the thighs continuing from Sundet Aytkul. Short little shots off the back from Santos. Just preventing going for a ride again as he pushes down on the hand, see if he can break the grip. Burrowing in that right shoulder is Aytkul, keeping his opponent pinned into the chain link.
Mark giving them a warning, it's a bit slow over there. And there they are, they break.
Santos as well to escape.
Why would Aytkul want to do that?
Asking to plant his feet, trying to get the takedown, is Sundet Aytkul.
Wow, he's really just taking this and running home with it, isn't he?
I mean, he's fighting against a guy who's 17 wins, 3 losses, so it's a bigger achievement than we necessarily realise watching it.
Absolutely. It's one heck of a scalp to take.
It's not all easy on the eye, some of it.
What's that?
It's not all easy on the eye, some of it. Some of it's a little bit slow paced.
Still very, very effective for Sundet Aytkul. His promotional debutant from Kazakhstan. You can see shaking his head now in frustration is Guido Santos.
Yeah, last 15 seconds and Santos is not going to find a way back.
17-4.
See how frustrated Santos is. Going to go for another ride.
Down.
Trying to attack the neck. Just 4 seconds left is Aytkul.
Well, he did enough after losing that point that he will take the victory. Very dominant, really.
Not that he needed more motivation, but taking that point in the first round could have motivated him to just keep the foot on the gas.
Yeah.
It made it a bit more interesting, didn't he, doing that as well?
Yeah, it was certainly a draw that first round, 9-9, but I got Sundet taking it 10-9 for the other two. Should get the win here. He thinks he's got it. Wants to tell the camera.
I'd say solid work. It wasn't my favourite fight of the night.
Nope.
But
Just go back to that first round with the leg tie-up and just repeated face punches.
oh, I love that first exchange.
Aytkul's feeling himself in there, getting a little dance on. Nothing's going to top Demar Pena's, though. Demar Pena's win dance is amazing.
Yeah, he moves so well. He really does. He knows how to celebrate. Does the Wolf.
Will we see him dance tonight?
I cannot dance.
Ladies and gentlemen, for 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards, and all the judges scored about the same, 29-27, for your winner by unanimous decision, Sundet Aytkul.
There we have our decision. No surprise there. For your winner out of Kazakhstan, Aytkul takes himself to 12-2, just 26 years old. One heck of a record.
Yeah. Very strong record with a big lump of his career still to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the house tonight, we have right here at Cage Side.
Mr. Bob Sapp, the legendary Mr. Sakuraba. The stars are out in the fourth.